So now that we're into the winter season, and as well we might be chasing body composition goals, when you're actually in a diet, when you're in a calorie deficit and your immune system is shutting down, some hormones might be not too much shutting down but down regulating, and kind of we might be susceptible to colds and flus a lot easier. So what I get everyone to do here at the gym is, especially when we're in a calorie deficit, is number one, obviously you're getting the basics of what I call them is your vitamin D, your omega-3s, and a multivitamin then for good measure. Like, are you getting those basics in first? Like a good quality omega-3 fish oil, roughly looking at 3 grams per day. Your vitamin D level, you're looking at roughly 5,000 IU per day, 35,000 per week. But again, this depends on the person. And then again, we always try and just cheap multivitamin for good measure with that. But what I like to do is, and what I like for myself is, I like to kind of, what I have written on the board here is prevent or boost your immune system during the winter times, and during the times where you might be in a calorie deficit, or if you're trying to drop body fat or whatever it might be. So I kind of take it for a preventative measure. So at the moment, like for example, I'm putting glutamine back into my kind of, maybe if I'm having shakes after my workout or just throughout the day, and I'm putting vitamin C back in as well, just as a preventative measure, just kind of stop those colds from coming in the winter time. So, for example, glutamine, now look, I'm not going to run through what's what here and some sciencey stuff, you can Google them yourself, but basically, in order to bolster your immune system, digestive system, to help recover your bones, hair, teeth and whatnot, I start off adding 5 grams of glutamine per day. Maybe in a post-workout shake, whatever it might be, you might do. If not, I might throw it in with food, throw it in with drink, you're not even going to notice it anyway. Again, just to boost those glutamine stores, and especially if you're training a lot as well, and again, as I said, if you're in a calorie deficit, right? Now again, it's anecdotally been shown as well to help with sugar cravings, and I have had some success with people that, if they're really bad with sugar cravings, taking a teaspoon of glutamine or whatever it might be, with a green tea, glass of water, shot of wheatgrass, whatever it might be, it tends to help a lot with them. But again, look, it depends on the person. It works for some, it doesn't work for others. Vitamin C. I start off with this one with 2 grams per day. And again, it depends if you're kind of how much you're training, if you have a flu at the moment, if you're wrecked, if your immune system is wrecked, and if you're all over the shop with cold and whatnot. We can maybe go a bit higher with that 2 gram doses. But again, just as a preventative measure, I like to add in 2 grams again, just around these winter months, the shitty months of the year. And again, magnesium and zinc, along with vitamin D, it's a massive deficiency in the world. I get most people taking these anyway. So again, like, you can nearly put them in the basics list with your vitamin D and your omega-3s and whatnot. But for basically, when you get your magnesium and zinc, they are essential minerals, as well as helping with sleep and testosterone levels and a host of other factors. You're going to feel much better in yourself in terms of just well-being. And I already said it, getting better sleep. But look at magnesium, 200 to 450 milligrams per day, and your zinc is anywhere from 20 to 45 milligrams per day. Generally, you can just follow the guidelines about the bottle you get, and you can get them relatively cheap in a health food shop or an online store, if it might be. But look, this is what I do with my clients when the winter time comes, to kind of keep those colds and get them to stay away for the winter, and hopefully it'll help someone else. Thank you.